Hey there, I'm Frank Mitchell. On this channel, it's all about helping you understand your car and keeping it running the way it should. Whether it's routine maintenance or solving those tricky problems, I've got you covered. If you find this useful, give the video a like, hit that subscribe button, and be sure to watch till the end. You might learn something that saves you time and money. All right, let's get started.
Price parity between thermal cars and electric cars could be reached, according to experts, sometime between 2025 and 2027. While this fact becomes a reality, there are already some car models that, thanks to the commercial discounts of their brands and public aid or subsidies for the purchase of electric vehicles such as the Moves 3 plan, are cheaper in their electric version than in their thermal version. In this article, we review 5 examples that attest to this. Mercedes EQA, up to €2,000 less than the equivalent diesel GLA. The Mercedes EQA is an electric SUV. It derives from the Mercedes GLA, so both have a similar size. The EQA measures 4.46 meters long, 5 centimeters longer than the GLA by. The different design of the bumpers. The electric model has between 190 and 292 horsepower, while the thermal model, gasoline or diesel, ranges from 136 to 421 horsepower. Both can be configured with front or all-wheel drive, although not all combinations are possible. There is no manual transmission option. The EQA is available in its Access version EQA 250 with a front electric motor of 190 horsepower power and a battery of 67 kilowatt-hour gross capacity from €51,225. It accelerates from 0 to 100 km/h in 8.9 seconds and has a homologated range of 424 km. The most similar GLA is diesel, with denomination GLA 220D 4MATIC, is marketed from €46,225 and has 190 horsepower and all-wheel drive. It reaches 100 km/h from a standstill in 7.3 seconds and officially consumes an average of 5.6 L/100 km. The EQA has a price €5,000 higher than the GLA with similar equipment and power, but this difference is offset by the Moves 3 plan aid received by the electric and can reach €7,000. Thus, the final price of the EQA would be €44,225, €2,000 less than the GLA. Model engine/version power RRP with Moves Mercedes EQA 250 190 HP €51.225 €44.225 Mercedes GLA EQA 220D 4MATIC 190 HP €46.225 €46.225 Configure here your Mercedes EQA and save €5,000 Volkswagen ID. 4. Up to €5,570 less than a gasoline Tiguan equivalent. The Volkswagen ID. 4 is an SUV only available with electric motors. Its combustion counterpart in the Volkswagen range is the Tiguan. The ID. 4 measures 4.58 meters in length, so it is 7 centimeters longer than the Tiguan. Both can be configured with similar power ratings, from 148 to 299 horsepower for the ID. 4, from 122 to 320 horsepower for the Tiguan, and 1 or 2-axle drive, although not all combinations are possible. The Tiguan can have manual or automatic transmission. The ID. 4 is available in its Access version with pure finish, a rear electric motor 148 horsepower power and a battery with 58 kilowatt-hour gross capacity from €37,500. Accelerates from 0 to 100 km/h in 10.9 seconds and has a homologated range of 344 km. The Tiguan, more similar in power, is marketed from €36,070 with the life finish and equipped with a turbocharged gasoline engine of 1.5 liters and 150 horsepower, associated with a 6-speed manual transmission and front-wheel drive. It reaches 100 km/h from standstill in 9.9 seconds and officially consumes an average of 6.6 L/100 km. Although the ID. 4 has a price €1,430 higher than that of the Tiguan, This difference is offset by the move's 3 planned subsidies that the electric car receives, of up to €7,000. Thus, the final price of the ID. 4 would be €30,500, €5,570 less than the Tiguan. Model engine/version power RRP with moves Volkswagen ID. 4 ID. 4 pure 52 kWh 148 HP €37.500 €30.500 Volkswagen Tiguan Life 1.5 TSI 150 HP €36.070 €36.070 Configure here your Volkswagen ID. 4 and save €2,500 Cupra Born, up to €8,070 less than the equivalent Leon petrol car. The Cupra Born is an electric passenger car model conceived as such from scratch. Its combustion counterpart in the company's product range is the Cupra Leon. The Born is 4.32 meters long, compared to the 4.40 m of the Leon, although the Born is more spacious inside. Both are available exclusively with single-axle drive, rear-wheel drive in the Born, front-wheel drive in the Leon, and automatic transmission. Currently, the Born is only available in the 204 horsepower intermediate version with 58 kWh battery. Its base price is €38,610. It accelerates from 0 to 100 km/h in 7.3 seconds and reaches 424 km of homologated autonomy. The Leon, most similar in performance, is marketed from €39,680 equipped with a turbocharged gasoline engine of 2.0 liters and 245 horsepower. It reaches 100 km/h from a standstill in 6.4 seconds and officially consumes an average of 7.2 L/100 km. On its own, the price of the Born is already €1,070 less than that of the Leon, but if the move's 3 planned subsidies received by the electric car, up to €7,000, are added, the final price of the Born would be €31,610, i.e., €8,070 less than the Leon. Model engine/version power RRP with moves Cupra Born 58 kWh 204 HP €38.610 €31.610 Cupra Leon 2.0 TSI 245 HP €39.680 €39.680 Configure here your new car and save money for your purchase. Porsche Taycan, €21,913 cheaper than the Porsche Panamera without subsidies. The Porsche Taycan is an electric sports sedan. Its combustion counterpart in the Porsche range is the Panamera. The Taycan measures 4.96 meters in length, so it is 9 centimeters shorter than the Panamera. Both the one and the other can be configured with high levels of power, from 408 to 761 horsepower the Taycan, from 330 to 700 horsepower the Panamera. And rear or all-wheel drive, although not all combinations are possible. There is no manual transmission option. The Access version of the Taycan has a single engine of 408 horsepower maximum power, makes 0 to 100 km/h in 5.4 seconds, and a battery of 79 kWh gross capacity that allows to travel 432 km between full charges according to WLTP homologation. Its price is €87,811. For its part, the Panamera, more similar by performance, also corresponds to the Access version of this model, which is marketed from €105,683 with a turbocharged V6 gasoline engine and 330 horsepower, associated with rear-wheel drive. It manages to accelerate from 0 to 100 km/h in 5.6 seconds and consumes an average of 10.2 L/100 km. On its own, the price of the Taycan is already €17,872 lower than that of the Panamera. Given its high base price, it is not eligible for state aid for the purchase of this vehicle. Model engine/version power RRP with moves Porsche Taycan Performance 408 HP €87.811 €87.811 Porsche Panamera. Panamera 330 HP €105.683 €105.683 Configure here your new car and save money for your purchase. Kia e-Niro and Kia Niro HEV. Only €1,405 in favor of the thermal, excluding discounts. The Kia e-Niro is an electric SUV. It is the 100% electric variant of the Kia Niro, which is a hybrid or plug-in hybrid car. Both are almost the same length, 4.38 meters the first and 4.36 the second. The electric version has 136 or 204 horsepower of power, while the gasoline hybrids, HEV or PHEV, have 141 horsepower. Traction is front-wheel drive and automatic transmission in any of the three cases. The electric version does not have a gearbox. The e-Niro is available in the Access Finish concept with a battery of 39 kWh gross capacity from €36,155. It accelerates from 0 to 100 km per hour in 9.8 seconds and has a range of 289 km according to the WLTP cycle. The non-plug-in hybrid Niro is marketed from €27,750 with the same finish. It reaches 100 km per hour from a standstill in 11.5 seconds and officially consumes an average of 4.8 L/100 km. The e-Niro has a rate €8,405 higher than that of the Niro hybrid to practically equal size, equipment and power, but this difference is offset by the Moves 3 Plan aid received by the electric and can reach €7,000 if the operation is delivered a car with more than 7 years old to scrap. Thus, the final price of the e-Niro would be €29,155. This is only €1,405 more than the Niro, which could be offset by occasional discounts for commercial campaigns by the manufacturer, the dealer, or both. Model engine/version power RRP with Moves Kia e-Niro 39 kWh 136 HP €36.155 €29.155 Kia Niro 1.6 HEV 141 HP €27.750 €27.750. In conclusion, as we've explored, the landscape of electric vehicles is rapidly evolving, with several models now available at prices that undercut their diesel and gasoline counterparts. This shift not only highlights the growing affordability of electric cars but also underscores their potential to make a significant impact on both our wallets and the environment. As technology continues to advance and more consumers make the switch, we can expect this trend to gain momentum. Embracing electric vehicles is not just a smart financial decision, it's a step towards a more sustainable future. Thank you for watching, and we hope this information helps you in your journey towards greener transportation.